Hi. Hi YouTube and everybody else out there in the world, in the universe, who were looking for the same things I was looking for. About 7 days ago, the pieces of the puzzle finally started to come together for me personally. It's been a long journey of wanting to change, seeking for it everywhere, in material things, in other people, trying to find happiness in this world where clearly it doesn't reside. So about a week ago, my life came to this complete and utter mess. It was either die, surrender, or die or surrender. I surrendered to the universe, really, like I was on my driveway, sitting down, saying, take me or change me. Show me who I am. Show me, tell me what I'm here for, what's my purpose, why am I on earth suffering every day? I won't get into details of my suffering, why, that's all in the past. That's the old me. So we won't get into details about that, there's no need. Suffering is suffering, regardless of all those nooks and crannies. So yeah, about a week ago, I looked like Wolverine. My hair was disgusting. I looked very raccoonish. My eyes were really dark and disgusting. I mean, they could use some work still. We're getting there, okay? I had stubble, gross hair everywhere. I'm just pointing out the physical difference, the care that I put into myself once I figured out who I was. And let's answer that question, or try to figure out that question. I mean, I tried to define myself in the things that I had. The car I had made me happy, defined who I was, the clothes, the school I went to, the job I had, the people in my life, thinking that the more I obtained, the happier I'd be, the more of myself that I would discover, if that makes sense. Happiness isn't in the future. Happiness isn't in another person. Happiness isn't in the job you have. Happiness comes with or from within. And I know that sounds corny, and I know that sounds cliche, and I wish you could have known me 2 months ago, 2 years ago. I always have thought of myself as a good person, but I was always negative, really pessimistic, glass half full type of outlook on life and everything. It's really hard for the people I surround myself with to deal with that type of person. For my mother, for my boyfriend, for my coworkers. I mean, I know that I am a light, but with that type of mentality, I'm nothing but poison to everyone and everything, mainly and mostly myself. So after reflection of realizing that everything I was searching for happiness in was obviously getting me nowhere. I was like, universe, I obviously have no idea what I'm doing. If I did, by 25 years old, you would think that I would be somewhere different than where I am right now in life. So I accepted the fact that I knew absolutely fucking nothing about everything. Nothing about everything. You like that, right? I knew nothing about everything. And literally, in an instant, I felt like I knew everything about all, if that makes any sense. Just like that one moment in my life triggered me to do something, which was research a YouTube video about self-sabotage, because I always felt like I was sabotaging myself with my mind, with how I thought, with how my mind was conditioned because of outside sources, because of myself, because how the world expects and wants people to think and operate. I just figured I was hopeless. Not true. At all. So I watched this video about the self-sabotage, and that literally, pop, that made sense to me. And then, pop, that made sense to me. Pop, that made sense to me. And through that one 12-minute video, I wanted to watch another one. And then that led me to awakening and spiritual awakening of the year 2012. It brought me to numerology. It brought me to Eckhart Tolle and the power of the mind and being one with yourself in the present moment. It brought me to so many things that I already knew, but my conscious mind that thinks he knows everything thought he knew better for so long, causing myself this own pain and suffering. But this video is actually getting longer than I'd like, and I don't even know if I talked about what I wanted to talk about. I need to really get a flashcard or some sort of rhyme or reason in these videos. I'm actually just going off of a compelling feeling inside, and just I go document how you feel. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting anywhere with these documentations, but I promise they'll get more cohesive and more nonsensical, or the opposite of that. They'll make more sense, so they'll be less nonsensical. But I just want to help whoever I can. People who've been in my shoes and thought and saw things the way I used to, because that is not a good place to be. It's not a good feeling. It's not living. It's more like dying slowly. And now that I know the secret, know the truth, all I want to do is help. Teach people. So please, I wish for the world to open up their eyes, their hearts, figure out who they are inside, how they connect with the universe, the world that they live in, the people they come in contact with every day, the present moment, not be worried about the past, future, right now. Because you decide how this operates. I always used to think it was the brain, my brain, and I was just a little puppet, and it would just play with me how it wanted, and I'm in charge of you. I want you to do this, and I want you to feel this way because this happened. I don't want you to feel this way because that happened. I honestly didn't think I could control how I felt about things, how I reacted. It made me angry a lot of the time. I felt so weak, and it just brought me to anger. this searching, wanting to find myself, I realized that no, the spark inside of me is in charge of this little hamstring thing. My heart, my being, who I am, Sandy Pomalis, who I am, is in charge. I dictate how I feel about something. Something makes me angry. That moment that I realize a certain situation is making me angry, that is who I am. That's the moment of free will, and that's the moment that I decide, am I going to get angry about the situation in terms of letting my emotions express anger, or am I going to realize that I'm angry, accept it, take a breath, realize that this is the only moment that I have control over, and just come to terms with the anger. I promise. There's another way to live, and this is past 10 minutes. I gotta go. I'm in my car. Yeah. Now it's time for bed, but God bless. Stay positive. Send out good vibes and good energy, and I promise the universe will return it for sure. I know I sound like some sort of hippie, but they don't want you to know the truth and how powerful you are. Remember, you're powerful. God loves you. He's inside. If He's inside you, that means you're capable of great things.